go. Welcome to Ketchy Nation Talk. This is going to be episode 3. We're going to have a guest today, but first, let's introduce who's going to be in this podcast. Me, of course, Poetic Headset. I'll be one of your hosts. And Alex, can you introduce yourself?
Yeah, I'm Alex, and the one of the permanent host here.
What do you with that? But anyways, so we have a guest
No,
here.
the second host, man.
Well, we have amazing guest here today. His name is Dukci. And would you like to introduce yourself today?
Yeah. Hi. I'm Dukci. Some people might know me from Twitter and from Discord, but yeah, for those who aren't on Twitter and on Discord, I'm the translator for Ketchy Nation, and I've been translating some videos here and there for the channel, and yeah.
So that's the one I was talking about in the last episode. I was like thanking the translator here, but I wasn't saying the name because Alex kind of wanted to say, "Oh, just kind of respect," you know. So this is him. This is the real life person who's translating.
This is the man. Yeah,
the one, the only Dukci. There he goes.
Yeah.
So, all right. So how are we doing today? So Ring has finally finished, right? And what do you guys? Yeah, what do you guys think about the whole promotion? So any thoughts on the end of the promotion for Ring? Alex,
I think there's a lot of thoughts. A lot of thoughts. I don't know how to start because I think it was really successful. It was something that I was really a bit nervous what direction they will go, but I think they nailed it in a way.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, same.
They I think that was like it has it wasn't only cute. It has this kind of more mature elements, especially the one of the songs. But it was something that really was something that I was thinking that they would do at some stage. So I was really happy and was really hyped from the first teaser on. So
you have any thoughts on this? Yeah. You have any thoughts on this, Dukci?
So since the beginning, right? Since the moment they left, they basically abandoned social media for a month. I knew something was up because
that's true.
Like usually they would still go with V-Lives and posts, but this time they didn't. So I was like, okay, what's up? What's wrong? And then they released the first teaser images, And I still remember the one moment where short hair Yoongi and long hair blonde Sohee got uploaded, and everyone went crazy.
Yeah, blonde Sohee, yeah.
And from this moment onwards, I was like, okay, William is going all in with Rocket Punch this time. And they did. Actually, they did. And they're still doing it.
I find it very interesting how, like you said, they just went, RCP just went on the dark. I mean, everyone were going crazy. They're like, oh, where are they? What's going on? There's no V-Lives. There's nothing. I was shocked at that, and then finally when they started doing the teasers, everything started flowing. Willem, actually delivered, which is something, right? So it definitely is amazing of what they did in this promotion. There's kind of little tumbles here and there. That I wish it would have been better in terms of, I wish Jury was there. That's just one of the things. Everything else. Everything else was good. Everything was great. Every stage was fun, and they're having fun with it.
Stages were great.
What's your thoughts on them? I know you've seen the fan cams out there, right? Of actually meeting their fans again, which those fans were lucky enough at that point, right?
Yeah, lucky Ketchies,
yeah.
So what's your thoughts on that? I mean, so I just want to know.
No, it's something that you can definitely see from those few clips that there are around, that it's something that they really waited and they are really happy on those kind of fan side events, and I think it kind of shows kind of the personality of the group a lot. So I really like them. I really kind of has because it was something that was really missing from their schedule. So they were really worried about, is Ketchy still there, the same Ketchys that were at the fan signs? I think Suyun said something like that she was worried that would it be feeling the same and so on. So it's nice to see that they're having fun and smiling and stuff like that, and being cuties that they are. So I'm a little bit like, there should be more clips, but I have heard from Korean Ketchys that they are really strict with cameras now, and strict also how many people. So there's only like 30 to 40 people there. So that's why there's not a lot of material now.
I see.
But it's okay.
It's okay. But there are still plenty of clips out there on Twitter, especially.
But they're really short.
Yeah, but for me, I was very happy for Rocket Punch to finally see their fans like face to face, because like performing in front of nothing, in front of cameras, is a different feeling than meeting your own fans in person. And you could tell that they were very, very happy. You could tell that their smiles and laughter and such were very genuine.
Okay.
And it wasn't awkward at all for them, because usually, like, it's the first time after a year, basically.
That's true.
Yeah, they were just so natural, and I love that. I loved watching these clips.
I think that's one of the strengths of the group, that they are so natural. You don't. They are. It's just like they just like genuinely enjoy what they're doing every day. That's how I feel. Like you can. I'm like totally biased, but you can see that how much they appreciate everyone who is there, and they talk to people there and stuff like that. So it's really fun to watch.
I mean, RCP really loves their fans. From V Lives to and actually like seeing the
small
fans.
Letters.
Letters
from Kakao Talk.
Didn't you actually translate the letter? I think Yon.
I did.
Yeah.
So that one's pretty amazing, actually, and pretty emotional.
Like, just like Yoongi said, she said once, like, she doesn't want something big, She doesn't want a big concert with hundreds and thousands and millions of people. She just tries to cherish all the small moments, all these little moments she can spend with her fans, and these.
Or Yuni, who is reading every letter. She promised when I asked that, do you really mean that you read every letter? Because I have sent a couple of letters. So I was like, so she said like, she wrote to V Live that she had like been up until 4 o'clock or something like that in the morning because she really feels that that's kind of the way she can show the appreciation is to do that. So I think they're so sweet. I can talk about how sweet they are like for hours, but I think they are genuinely really kind of, they feel privileged, and they are just like really, really appreciating fans, and I think we all have this kind of a connection with them already. Like I
agree.
After their debuts, I feel they make you feel like they are talking to you, and they are like there is this special connection, and I hope that will continue. And that's one of the things, like if it goes really big, it's like in a way I want it to be like have this Ketchy family feeling and Rocket Punch family feeling, because it's something that I haven't like experienced before. So that's why I really like the fandom group. So
okay. So
that's just my thought about it.
Well, is there anything you want to add, Dukci, on the whole conversation?
Yeah, I just can add, like, I can agree with Alex that in every fandom, right, every single fandom I've been in before just wasn't as wholesome, and the connection between me and the idol it wasn't that strong before, you know. But ever since I became a Ketchy, I don't know. They have something going for them. I can't describe it. I can't verbally express why I love them so much.
I mean, one thing I'll ask is, one thing I want to ask you is, there's something interesting about your profile pic. Is there anything you want to kind of talk about that? Because the profile pic you have, like, like, so, where'd you get it from, and how does that connect with Rocky Punch? Because there's a reason, right?
I think most new people don't really get this meme. So basically, Suyun spammed she spammed their group chat with this particular Kakao Talk sticker. It's like the Kirgal Golgal Kim Golgal, I think it was. And Juri and Yoni just were playing around with it in 1v Live, and ever since I watched this 1v Live, I looked it up. It was very difficult to find this picture, actually. It was harder than I want to admit. And it became my profile picture ever since on Steam and basically everywhere except for Twitter and Discord. Yeah.
So it kind of reminds you of Rocket Punch and the whole kind of thing. Yeah,
it just
like the lighthearted and funny personality. You know, it's just
like.
It just goes to show how deep and how deeply you care about Rocket Punch, that you have this sort of connection with them. That's pretty amazing. Like, you're even doing jokes that the members are doing, and they definitely like that, and they really connect with their fans so much. And that goes to show what you're doing now, and also Alex too. How all these, how he talks about Rocket Punch and the letters, all these things is what makes Rocket Punch amazing.
And do the videos and edits and stuff like that. That's something like I'm thinking 24/7.
It's just a way for me to point out to the audience or anyone's watching or listening, just how amazing and how grateful Rocket Punch is with their fandom and how connected and closely connected they are with them. So, I just wanted to point that out, right? All right. So I'm gonna we're gonna go to the next thing here. So if you're on YouTube, you're gonna definitely see the pictures, what we're seeing here. But other than that, you'll definitely hear what we're talking about, and we'll describe it as best as we can. So the first thing here is the achievements that Ring Ring had on here. So. Alex, if you want to do this, or Dukci, if you want to do that.
No, I think.
Well, let me. I can talk about. So, first of all, these pics are from the RCPC voting and streaming team on Twitter. Just wanted to point that out. Not that I did it, and I've been in the voting and streaming teams. Dude, this era was very, very good, in many ways, but most importantly, it was the first era international catchies on Twitter, and on Twitter just got together, and
so it was organized, was it?
Yeah, we were very organized for the very first time. We had different teams, we had a general voting team, we had a Genie team, a YouTube streaming team, Bugs streaming team 2 and stuff like that, and and that's it basically. We just did a lot this era. We also had a giveaway going on to motivate people.
So
it was great.
So, let's see here.
So you're gonna do you think it was something that really worked, and you're gonna do the same and even improve it a lot, or is there
definitely
a lot of room for improvement to
definitely so, we are still doing it in the next era, not the bubble up era, because Japanese J-pop system is different, but we are still holding on to this project to unite Ketchy all around the world with all these activities, because every fandom really has these teams, and we are looking for improving this, and we're also looking for new members, of course.
I think we only need to get the volume up. How do you say? Like, there's a lot of active people already, but they like the volume of the fandom is not like.
But the ones who participated, thank you a lot. Like it wasn't even Ketchy's only. Like a lot of Goldenness, a lot of Dreamins, a lot of
that's cool.
Loveliness also helped us a lot. Like and also 18s helped us out a lot in this era. So there were a bunch of fandoms involved in this era and this project, and I want to thank everyone who participated in this.
So a lot of this also is why these achievements happen. I mean, you said so I'm just gonna ask this. So this picture, RCPC _ vote stream, you know them, right? Like you're friends with them.
So the admin is my friends. Yeah.
So is there anything you want to add to that, like when they made this post, and how the teams went and how everyone joined up with everyone else out there in order to make this? Like Hanteo chart has 3,500 sold in the first day, and then the first day is like 4 million views. Like how many people were like 24/7? Like, is there anyone or any group out there that you want to kind of say like kind of make that happen? Is there any special group out there or anyone?
Well, I think it wasn't a particular group or a particular person, but it was just the effort from everyone, and also the anticipation from everyone outside our fandom. Even the music video teaser had a lot of views. Like it was, I think, one of the most viewed music video teasers in the last year or something. With I don't want to lie or something, but it was a lot. And a lot of people had their eyes on Ring Ring, especially because it was very neutral. It was very retro heavy.
Yeah.
And
so I think especially globally, I mean, I have seen some stats, and you can see that international Ketchys were really doing their stuff.
Oh, they're really great.
Also, huge shout outs to like Korean Ketchys, like everyone really. As I said, everyone who participated in this, everyone who watched the music video at least once. We did it. Everyone did it.
So we'll go into what they were talking about. So in the showcase, they actually talked about this. I think they said they talked about the Genie. I think.
They debuted it on 3rd place on real time in the real time charts. And
so that was amazing.
This one, that's a very big achievement. Also, they charted, I don't know, somewhere else on 4th place. They peaked on Bugs on 4th place. So we basically, it was a very, very head-on-head run with Esper and From's 9. And Genie, and we were, I think, ahead of them on Genie and behind them on Bugs. But nevertheless, being at 3rd place and 4th place on Genie and Bugs respectively is a really big achievement.
That is definitely a big achievement. I'll say that. Getting anywhere in the top charts of even Genie is pretty big.
Yeah.
So I'll go with that one. Let's see. They went 62 on Melon 24-hour chart. That's pretty good too. Melon's one of the big streaming services out there. So if you're hitting those Melon charts, that's a very big achievement.
And since it's very inaccessible for international fans to chart in Melon, it showed there are some rankings, there are some charts that are purely Korean based, like Melon or Gaon, for example. Melon Gaon. These ones. And it was very nice to see that even Koreans, not like Korean Ketchys, but Koreans in general,
that's really cool.
Have their eyes on Rocket Punch.
All right, let's go on the next page here. Let's see. Oh, I like that one. Brand reputation number 9. Was this recently or?
Yeah, that's recently. Really recently. I have to tell you that we jumped. Last month Rocket Punch was place 28th. They were 28th last month, and then they just got into the top 10.
Wow.
just barely, but they got in.
That's really good. Yeah.
They're definitely hitting their spots here. I mean, even when you're talking about Billboard, the World Digital Charts, that's a pretty good number too.
Dude, like Billboard, it was very, very surprising for all of us that they debuted, that they charted on billboards, and even in the top 20. You know,
I mean, doesn't that show that RCPC has a very good international fan base out there?
Yeah. And I have to tell you the most surprising thing about this. Like, you know, there was a Twitter post with a headline BTS, aespa.
Yeah, that's true. I saw it also.
BTS, aespa, and Rocket Punch charted on Billboard. And you know what? They didn't go with the clickbait move with just putting BTS on there because like everyone knows BTS. No, they went for a Rocket Punch thumbnail.
That's crazy.
That's absolutely crazy.
Yeah, the picture was Rocket Punch thumbnail.
Yeah, that's cool, man.
I had to double check, like I think 2 times because I couldn't believe what I'm seeing. You know, they could have put aespa, BTS, every single group basically,
and they went with Rocket.
Yeah, they went with Rocket Punch. I think
best visuals,
the one who
best visuals.
Yeah, the one who managed the account, I think you're a Ketchy.
I was going to go with that. I was like, is that a Ketchy?
I think so.
I was like, is that a Ketchy right there?
But this era was so great. And also Spotify, you know. Not the charts really, but the monthly like unique streamers, you know.
Yeah.
They tripled this era. They tripled.
Ooh.
Yeah, we were just below 100,000, I think, a month, and we just went to 300,000.
That's crazy. That means it shows that there's some really great growth out there for Rocket Punch on the.
And it's just the beginning.
We're
still in the second year, and
it's just the beginning. Oh man,
I think the general interest also, not only Ketchy's, but the general interest was like I have talked with other fandoms, and this was the first comeback that people were like, "Oh, this is not a new group. Oh, I like this," and you know there was general interest on this comeback, and that was something that I really felt, and I really heard only good things about this.
Yeah.
This concept and this kind of, so it kind of like I think this is the breakthrough. This has a chance to next time to be something really big. So
I was talking about it earlier that I felt Ring Ring will be the new Achu for Rocket Punch. Achu was the breakthrough for Lovelies, and Ring Ring will be the same.
That's a bold word to say, but I would agree with it. Bold, I would agree with that. I would agree with that Ring Ring is such a catchy song. I mean, it's such a fun song too, you know.
It wasn't really as iconic as Achu, but like for Rocket Punch, it was the breakthrough.
It's the one song that really gave them that touch. So I would say that. I'll see to it that if it happens, we'll come back to this podcast and be like, Dukci was right. It was the Achu. It was the Achu. Yeah. It was Achu for Rocket Punch.
I think I have heard that so many K-pop, like, you know, even they stand different groups, they still have the Ring Ring on their playlist. And that shows a lot. They still love the song.
I was watching the M Countdown comeback stage, you know, the very first stage for Ring Ring, and the chat went wild. Like, you know, usually they would just spam their own group, like Stan, whatever, you know. Yeah. But as soon as Rocket Punch came up, everyone was like, "Who's this girl? Who's the one with blonde hair? Who's the short
that's true.
girl?
That's
true, and when
who is this
Yoni
tall
came
girl?
up,
I want to know. What's her
name? When Yoni came up, like the chat went wild. Like everyone instantly, fell in love with Yoni. I don't know, like I would do the same, you know. I also fell in love with her, but it was very crazy. Yeah,
it was love at first sight. There you go.
I think so,
Woo! Oh, I guess Yoni has that type of power, so we'll see. Okay, Okay, so we're gonna leave behind a little bit of Ring Ring for the time being. Overall, Ring Ring has been such an iconic promotion for Rocket Punch, and we've seen from these three pictures, and what Dukey has been saying and Alex been saying, how this thing has pretty much changed the game for Rocket Punch. So now we're gonna get into one of the biggest kept secret. For the time being, it was, and and now we actually know it's been official, and that is that Rocky Punch is gonna have their Japan debut, or in that sense, Bubble Up, right? So let's get into a little story here. Why it was the best kept leaked, comeback or debut out there. Dukey, I know you posted the Twitter post on this. Like, wait, what is this, right? So can you give me a little story on that?
All right, so I was on Discord just chatting with people, right? And someone just posted a screenshot, and I was like, wait, what is that? There are way more albums on there, and they posted a screenshot of, I think, K-Pop Town, I believe. Yeah. And there were like 3 unknown items on there. Bubble Up, regular, Type A, and Type B, And I was like, wait a second, is something did I miss something? Then I went on to Twitter, just posted it, and then everyone went crazy. They were like, wait, did I miss something? Like everyone went there. What? And like even Korean catches found my tweet somehow, and then they retweeted it, and they were talking in their respective bubble about it, and I think that's when William realized that, wait, something is wrong. Why is everyone talking about Bubble Up? And then they took it down for like a day or something.
Because I know,
I think there was think there was some kind of chats that just had like, even I just like wrote Bubble Up, nothing else, and they were. I bet William is like, that sounds familiar or something. Yeah. What other older people are saying Bubble Up and like smiley faces after that, or whatever.
Even CD Japan was posting it, and there was no indication on it. It's a really crazy.
Bad leak in a way.
I was like, wait, what is this? Hold on. I just want to know one thing. Did Willem actually respond to this, or they just slowly went? Whoo.
They didn't even respond to the ringing leak, Yeah. Yeah, they didn't even respond to that. They just took it down and just put it under the carpet, They were like,
they
nothing
never
to see here, nothing to see here.
They never do that, I think.
You saw nothing.
They never do it.
Oh my god!
But it was a quite bad leak. Like it was it like 2 weeks before this, or something like that? It was a long time there, and I was like first I thought maybe it's something that is not happening now, or I wasn't really believing that it could be leaked so easily to Japan market. I was like, okay, I guess there is gonna be a Japan debut, because there was no words about it. We all thought that maybe that will happen, and it was the right timing. But of course, what happened to Yuri was something that I was like a little bit, is it now postponed or something like that? But it's good to know that it's happening now. Otherwise, they wouldn't be putting any pictures out and so on. So I'm really happy that it's happened.
So my thing here is, since Yuri was in this picture, they probably, once they were somewhat done with Ring Ring, they were actually probably doing Bubble Up. Is there? Here's the thing. The question I have here is, do they actually have the songs produced already? Because they already have tracks and everything.
I think so, because because everything is already like you can pre-order already. I pre-ordered like other 3 versions as well, and don't take this with a grain of salt, But I heard from someone that Suyun actually said, she accidentally said that they already wrapped up the preparation stuff, I think one fan just asked, are you resting well? Are you practicing a lot these days? And she said, we had a lot of stuff to do during Ring Ring, and they also had a new choreography to walk around, but yeah.
Oh boy.
But take this with a grain of salt. I just heard it from somewhere.
I think Yoon are also spoiled. I didn't thought about then, but she was saying like people were talking like putting on the V Live chat in Japanese, and she says that it's so hard to remember the Japanese lyrics, and then like why does she has to remember Japanese lyrics? So it's like,
yeah, Rocket Punch are the
but that's what Union does. So that's
what I was gonna ask. I was gonna ask that that Rocket Punch are somewhat known to spoil their comebacks a bit, right?
Even accidentally, you know. They don't do it on purpose.
Well, of course not. They're not gonna do it on purpose, but
I have a question for Dukci. It's like, were you surprised that there was a Japan fan club? Did it surprise you, or did you thought that would happen soon? Or it was a surprise for me because I didn't know that they had put so much resources there.
Like, I woke up one day and my Twitter timeline, you know, was very like chaotic. Everyone was tweeting stuff, and I was like, "Wait, what's up?" And then I saw the Rocket Punch Japanese fan club, or the Japanese account, you know, and that's where I thought like, well, this is odd. This is weird. The timing is a bit weird. Why do they do this right now? And yeah, I was very surprised, yeah. And I was even hyped because this means that Hudim is like expanding on other countries, especially Japan, because Japan is like, I think, the second largest country in the music market, I think.
Yeah.
And I was already thinking about a Japanese debut very, very soon as they open the official account.
I want to ask you, Dukci, do you know a bit of the history of Juri? I think I did a video on it, but do you actually know her little background on?
I knew she was in AKB48, I believe.
Okay. So
yeah, I'm very wrong. I think.
No, she was in AKB48.
She debuted very young when she was very young, and so that's about it.
So the one thing I'll say, and why Japan market is really good for RCP, and has nothing to do, you know, I respect all the other members here, but Juri was literally, she was, I believe, 5th or 6th generation. They consider her the leader of that AKB48 group, which is a big deal. If you're talking about all AKB48 members and stuff, she was considered one of the leaders of that generation. That's what a lot of fans consider her, because she was very outspoken. She always talked about certain, you know, just very open is what she was, and we see that. I mean, we saw that.
Yeah, and she still is very open.
So that's what made her amazing.
I think, Paul, you also mean that she was a lot of variety shows, and something that they asked if there was AKB48 number, they knew that Yuri will.
Well, what I'm pointing out why Bubble Up is gonna be such a big deal for RCP, and you know, and how that fandom is gonna be amazing or crazy, is because Juri's back in Japan. I mean, when was the last time they did a few promotion here and there, but this is the time when they finally debut. And definitely, there's I 100% believe that there's a good chance that a lot of her fans from those AKB48 days, they're still there. I think they're still supporting her even to this day. So that's just why I wanted to point out, because even I saw that in comments and stuff. There's a lot of them that are like just still backing her out. So
I know that there is I think there is a really loyal fandom of Yuri already. It was even before she joined Rocket Punch, so I think it really matters, and it's going to be interesting to see how kind of, I'm really intrigued what kind of react they get to in Japan, and how much they kind of it's for some, it's the first time they get to know the other members, and it's going to be really interesting to see what happens.
What I want to ask you is, since Juri's history there, and she knows Japanese market as well as anyone out there. How impactful is that for Rocky Punch Bubble Up debut? You know, how's that going to be such a catalyst into being such a, you know, successful debut there?
I actually think it's a very, as you said, a very big deal because like I knew she was very popular in Japan, or she at least used to be very, very popular. I think she still is because like I have a bunch of friends, you know.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm allowed to say their names, but let's say I have a few friends, you know, who are jury olds. They love jury till the end of time, you know, and they talked with me about it, and even the possibilities with the variety shows, you know, because it's a very big deal for a lot of people that jury just comes back to Japan and just reunites with all her friends and with her fans especially. And I really think that because of jury, Rocket Punch will be invited to a bunch of variety shows to like capitalize on this.
I think they have really waited for her for a long time, man. Like, and isn't it Paul that there is a Japanese company who is doing the most of the promotion?
Well, yeah, Yoshimoto
like
Ltd. But the thing is, Jury has her own connections over there. You know, I mean, she actually had she was actually one of the main leads in a musical already at that point in her career, and then she moved to Rocky Punch. So yeah, they definitely want her to finally see her back in Japan is a very, very big deal. You know, that does lead to maybe her resting and all this stuff going on, and they want her to be 100% going to August and actually doing the Japan debut, because that's going to be a very busy time. And you're right, Dukci. I think they're definitely going to be invited to a lot of variety shows just because of that. And definitely a lot of the members are going to get a lot of, you know, they're going to get a lot of people are, you know, a lot of fans are probably going to see all the members here, and they're going to definitely love them too. So
especially if the members also are very good at Japanese by now. Especially I think Sohee and Suyun are very, very good in Japanese.
Really, really good. Yeah.
And I'm hoping for maybe a Juryful Days, another season of Juryful Days in Japan, or a Punch Time season 3, possibly in Japan. Really, you know. Like original Rocket Punch reality shows filmed in Japan. I think this would be very, very cool because that's what the girls were also asking back then. You know, just like doing very fun stuff in Japan.
Some kind of reality or something like that.
Yeah. Just I don't know. Be it Punch Time 3 or Juryful Days 3, or even another series like, I don't know, Rocket Punch in Japan or something like that, you know?
I mean, Juryful was really good. By the way, did you actually join the time when Jury went and watched all season, I think? Both seasons?
Yeah.
And she was there in the comment section.
Yeah.
That was fun, actually. I liked it. I was watching
like 2 hours or 2 or 3 hours or something.
Oh, yeah. It was a long one. And she was there the whole time, man. She was the whole time.
I think we all three were there, I think.
Oh, that was fun. I like that one. It was definitely amazing. At least in my eye, it was definitely amazing that Jury went and did everything. And what's even more amazing to that is the fact that she did a V Live before that. That was, I think, 30 minutes or an hour or something like that. It was quite a while.
It was very short. Not long. It wasn't 20 minutes or something. 20 minutes.
Okay, so still, I don't know. She still did a V Live anyway. So yeah, she did a V Live, and then she went and did the whole. Oh, man, that was.
Like watch along or something. Like I love her for that.
That was fun. Definitely shows you how amazing Jury is to her fans and the Ketchys over for that. All right, so
do you have any idea? Sorry, just one question. It's like, what do you guys think? What kind of concept it has? Is it like just like bubblegum cute, or is it like pure? Or do you have any ideas what it would be like?
I think it's refreshing. It's very refreshing. Not like it's. I can't really tell what it really is, but you know, Red Velvet. I don't know. Wait, let me.
Summer songs
yeah, the Red Velvet summer songs like "Power Up," for example. I have a feeling that it will have the
That
same
would be
vibes,
cool.
you know? It's very refreshing and very cute, but still has the Rocket Punch vibes to it, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, it has to have the energy. I really want
If
that
I
there is gonna be.
if I were to point out what type of song, that definitely is going to be a cute concept, 100% on that one for sure. I mean, that's what Japan likes a lot there, so they're definitely gonna do that. I mean, look at the sound, look at the track, Bubble Up, Jolly Jolly, Summer Days. I'm like, okay,
And look
let's
at the
dance,
outfits too.
let's dance. It's cool too. I
Yeah,
mean,
but I still think that there is the energy and there is this kind of that I hope it's not gonna be like total bubblegum, because I I think it's their strength to have this kind of a little bit more challenging choreos and a little bit like this kind of
what I'll say,
overall like energy.
Alex, what I'll say to you is that what works in Japan doesn't necessarily work in Korea. Also, it's it's different. It's a different style, and the fans there like different type of taste. I'm not saying that Koreans don't like the cute concept, but in Japan, it's such a big deal for them to have something that is fun. You know, how like Dukci says, it's refreshing, cutesy. Something like how they were doing, like I guess was it like their debut sound, or at least I think what was it their first comeback. So I'm definitely gonna feel like that's what we're gonna hear here, but it's definitely not going to be mature. It's definitely more fun. Like, you know,
even looking at the outfits. But looking at the outfits, I know that it's going to be very playful, very upbeat and stuff. You know?
They're definitely going to have the Rocket Punch signature. I'm not saying they're not going to have it. I'm just pointing out that's what the concept they're going to go with. So I wonder though. The only thing I wonder is that are they going to have like color concept? Like Jerry would be what color? I don't know, orange. Or that's something that they do in Japan a lot. So I wonder if they're gonna do that with when they do the promotions there. Oh man, is there gonna be light sticks? I'm like, is there gonna be light sticks?
Let's go, new light sticks.
I need my what's it? What do they call that there in Japan? King blades. I want my King blade Rocket Punch version with different colors and stuff. Oh.
I think there's gonna be a fan meet or something that I'm just hoping
I need
we can see someday.
I need that King blade. That better be there. Okay. So we're gonna wrap up on the Bubble Up. Is there anything last you guys want to talk about in Bubble Up before we finish this segment?
I want to talk about the fact that Bubble Up is like the nightmare for every collector. I don't know if you knew about it, but it has like 3 regular versions available for everyone. But then there are like fan club exclusive.
Yeah, I saw that too.
Yeah. So,
yeah, the covers. Jeez, man.
I'm sorry. It's
Tower Records, I think. They have photos.
Yeah. And also the very limited, like the limited editions from. I don't know if you saw them already, but you can only buy them if you are a fan club member and if you live in Japan. That's the only way to get them.
It's a nightmare, man. I'll say that.
Yeah.
It's oh man. It's starting to remind me of me collecting someone else like a certain collection. I don't go into details with, but yeah, that is definitely it. When they go to Japan, there's definitely a lot of collectibles that's gonna be up. So get ready for any collectors out there. Get ready for that.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to talk about because I have a lot of collector friends and they are already like crying. Their wallets are crying right now.
I won't go into detail, but they're whatever. We'll talk about it some other point. Anyways,
on another episode, maybe.
Maybe. So we're gonna go into something fun. We've been talking about this for quite some time, so we're gonna get to a little bit more of fun pictures. And Dukci's the one that provided these pictures, so I definitely want him to be the one to introduce you. So let's go and start this. All right, Dukci, you're on the floor on this one.
Yeah. I don't know where it came from. Really, I just found it randomly on Twitter, and I instantly fell in love with it because I don't know. There's something about like unwhitewashed Rocket Punch. You know, they are they look very natural. No big makeup and no fancy outfits. Just OT6. just posing for a photo. And I don't know, I don't know what I love about it, but it's one of my favorites from this era.
Yeah,
I'd say.
They look good. I'll tell you that. They look
good. As
Woo!
Always.
And I think in some way it also tells about their personality a little bit, the poses and stuff like that. That's how I say it. It's like it's really like
it's
how they genuinely how they normally are, and that's the thing that kind of.
Yeah, it definitely does. It definitely has that natural feel to it. It's like they just took a picture, they got together, and just
Yeah.
said, oh hey,
Yeah.
I can just take that.
I think they are in a cafeteria or something, so they're just like hanging out and taking the picture.
It's a really nice picture, though. I'll give you that. And no touch up is gonna make that any better. So, whoo! All right, let's go to the next one. All right.
Yeah, that's. I admit it's a little bit blurry, but sorry, my bad. But
okay.
Can we talk about Suit Punch? Because Suit Punch, oh my god! Like my timeline, my Twitter timeline, Discord, everyone went wild. As soon as I saw the Suit Punch, as soon as I saw the suits, I knew it was a big deal because everyone wished for a Suit Punch live performance at that point, and we kind of got it, Man, I don't know. This is one of the few things, It's like I didn't knew I needed this until I saw this,
I'll say this. Ring Ring is probably one of the comeback songs that really suits the suit version of itself. Because if you know disco era, you know that old school era. That's what they were wearing. They were definitely everyone was wearing that type of thing. So a suit thing that's oh my gosh. Woo,
man. Also, like this one performance was legendary. I think it's one of my most favorite performance videos of all time from Rocket Punch because it was, I can't really describe it, but it was very special because I didn't expect it at all. And everyone was hyping it up, and I love that.
Man, I'll tell you that. It was a really, really good one for sure. I definitely loved it for sure on my side. I mean, the outfits was amazing.
They have to perform with suits in the next fan meet or something. They just have to do it.
Did they or did they not do anything?
No, they have to do it.
They have to do it.
I would love to do that.
I'd love to see that.
I need that suit. I need the suit version. Needs to happen.
Yeah, they will do it. Don't worry, they will do it. They know what Ketchy's like, so they will do it.
Do you know what Ketchy's like? That's true. Huh. We'll definitely see that. Hopefully we'll see that. I'm definitely looking forward if that ever happens. All right. I don't know if there's anything else we can do here. So we're getting into the end. I know this podcast talk, Ketchy Nation talk. What's everyone's thoughts? How this whole thing went. Like, are you feeling better about it? Was it fun? Was it interesting?
I think it was great that we had our first guest.
That's true.
Yeah, and I'm very happy to be like the very first guest here because it was a lot of fun, and I don't know, I would love to be here again someday. But,
of course, anytime, man.
That's true, man. Look, Dukci, you're definitely one of the more hardcore Ketchys out there who does a lot for the community, a lot for the fandom, and you really love Rocket Punch to the fullest, I mean, your profile pic kind of tells it all already at this point, and it was pretty amazing to have you here, and you have a lot of stories out there, to talk about, and you're sort of the link into the fandom itself, and kind of see what's in there, and what type of fans, and see what's the current news or what they're kind of doing out there. I definitely appreciate that you actually was here for this episode 3. At least from my point of view, that's what I think.
Yeah, you're welcome anytime. You're welcome.
And I'm very happy to be here too. Thanks for inviting me.
I mean, it was fun. I mean, there was a lot of stuff to go into.
A lot of talk from like 3 Ketchy fanboys. That's what we do.
I'll give Dukci like the top fanboy of Rocket Punch, you know.
The top fanboy award.
Yeah. Especially the fact that you not only translate, you also love them to the fullest to kind of make a lot of those, cool jokes and try to interact with them as much as possible.
Okay, I can be a good second. That's okay.
I'm somewhat the outsider going like, oh wow. I don't know if I can go that far in. I hope one day I can be like Dukci.
I'm happy to be a good second.
I can teach you. I can teach you some stuff.
Oh man!
Now I have a goal to be number 1 someday.
Oh man! All right. So we're gonna wrap this whole up. Any last words you want to say before I put an end to this Ketchy Nation talk, this episode? Anyone? Hello?
No.
I was waiting for Alex to say something.
I was like, anyone? Excuse me?
No. I think we're good. I think I've already lost my voice, so I think there is enough Ketchy talk for a while.
Okay.
So
right.
I'm just waiting that we're definitely gonna do the next one, but we don't know when. But definitely, like I have heard only good feedback from this. So we're gonna continue as long as there is even a one Ketchy listening. We're gonna continue it.
I think Dukci is gonna get a lot of comments here for sure.
But yeah, for everyone,
future JYP profile pic in Twitter. Right. We'll definitely get.
He will come back. He will come back someday. I don't know which member it will hit, but he will come back.
Oh man!
And please, I have one like, can you just tweet this podcast all over the place?
Sure, I can do that.
Yeah, that's cool.
All right. So we're gonna end this here now. I hope everyone loved what they heard here. Definitely loved Dukci, our guest, our first guest in this whole Ketchy Nation talk. And of course my awesome host Alex, who's always here. Doing his commentary and kind of busting on me sometimes, but that's fine. So, all right, I'm gonna get to the ending part. If you love the podcast, if you can click the subscribe button, it would be amazing. And this, the podcast is, it only works for everyone that's watching. We definitely love talking here and having fun, chatting, and all that stuff. But yeah, that's the end of it. I hope you have a good day, good week, good month, and bye.
Bye. See you next time.
Bye.
Hold up. Bye. Bye.
Bye.
Bye. End of the Ketchy Nation talk. Bye.